Part of my health yoga is about healing, and we do healing sessions as well as yoga practice and the asanas, of course. I'm involved in the healing side of things, and this morning I'm going to show you how to use the pendulum on yourself. Pendulums are available at many of the crystal shops throughout Australia, and also My Health has the pendulums. They're usually made of crystals that have their own resonance, and crystals, as we know, are used in many scientific instruments as well as watches back before we had battery operated watches, because they held energy, those crystals. And using the pendulum as a healing tool assists us to know if our energy centers are open. You would have all come across the chakras or chakras, and they're our energy centers within our body. And of course then we have an auric field and further out into the universe. So I'm going to show you the pendulum now. We have a rose quartz pendulum, and these are used in the healing sessions that we do at My Health. They're just a tool that allows us to look at the chakras and see if those chakras are either open or closed, or too open or too closed. I suppose there's nothing like too closed, but there is a thing as being too open, because if we're too open in part of our energy centers and other areas are closed, we're out of balance. The idea we're looking for is to have balance in each of the chakra areas, and that way we can stay balanced and we feel a part of the universe, and we feel at peace. So we take the pendulum and we just move towards the root chakra, which is at the base. And if we hold the pendulum such, it should begin to take on its own energy, and it will probably start to rotate. It can rotate either clockwise or anti-clockwise, and you can see the movement that is occurring there at the root chakra, meaning that chakra is open. From there we go to the Sacral Chakra, which is centered here. The chakras are also related to the endocrine system, but we won't go into that today. We'll just show how the pendulum resonates with the energy centers in our body. So we hold this opposite the Sacral Chakra, and it also will begin to rotate, meaning that Sacral Chakra is open. From there we take it to the solar plexus area, which is the chakra to do with self-esteem, and we won't go into the meanings behind all the chakras. I think on some of the YouTube videos Carrie explains what the chakras actually represent, those energy centers. This is the self-esteem area, and you can see that the pendulum is probably rotating and pulling towards the solar plexus, rather more so than the lower, the base and the Sacral Chakra. From there we go to the Heart Chakra, and of course this is our love for ourselves and also love for those out there in the universe and in our relationships. And you will see the pendulum actually starting to shake, and hopefully it will begin to rotate. Depending on how, as I say, open or closed the chakras are, depends how much the pendulum rotates. Not overly open, but nerves are probably getting to me, so I'm a little resistant in that area. Now it's starting to open more, so that's good. Alright, from there we go to the Throat Chakra, and the Throat Chakra of course is that communication with the universe and with others, but also with ourselves. And you'll see that it is just starting to rotate again, not completely open, but yeah, there is movement, and that's what we're looking for, is movement. From there we go to the third eye, and that's to do with our intuition, of course, and being open to that intuitive self. It's quite open. From there we go to the Crown Chakra. Now the Crown Chakra is a difficult one for us to observe unless we find a mirror to see any movement in the Crown Chakra. You'll notice I can sort of look up, and you notice at one stage that was spinning actually in an anti-clockwise direction. I think it is again now in an anti-clockwise direction. It doesn't matter if it's anti-clockwise or clockwise. And this Crown Chakra is to do with your connection with a higher power, universal consciousness or higher power, God, whatever you wish to call that. I can see that looks to be rotating both clockwise and then anti-clockwise, so, and probably meaning that I'm quite open to listening to that higher voice or that higher power. So it's maybe the wind's also affecting that at the moment. It's not. I don't know that it was just me there at the end. So that's using the pendulum. It needs to be, as I say, one of the crystals. This is a rose quartz, but you can get amethysts and many other varieties of crystals. What you resonate towards with the pendulums is usually in tune with what you need. It's a great tool to know if you're feeling balanced or unbalanced. As I say, if each of the chakras are open, you're feeling much more at peace and balanced with the world and with those around you. You can do this as many times a day as you would like to check on your own healing throughout the day. Thank you, and I hope that we can see you at some of the healing sessions that we have at My Health. Most of the healing that I do is by donation, so come along and I will use the pendulum and many of the other crystals in the healing modalities that we do. Bye! Can't keep us together.